recording has started.
But I wouldn't hear you talking shit.
Right.
I didn't talk
So,
shit.
if you guys finish buying everything you need,
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything we want, yes, everything we need, that's up to you.
so are you guys done with the library then?
Yeah, I guess.
I suppose, yes. That's all. Since you can't contact a woo for me. We're gonna have to
how
go and
much
check out where that...
So the library card, how much knowledge do we get?
Something he feels is equivalent to the 25 gems you gave him at the time.
So does it have to be one piece of knowledge or multiple?
No, it can
pieces?
be many if it's smaller pieces.
But does it have to be redeemed at the same time?
No, that's why he
Okay.
gave you the ticket.
I'm just wondering.
No, just saying,
You know,
yeah,
he's
just
like that.
No, don't, I didn't say that in a condescending voice. Don't worry about it.
It's like no.
That being said-
and I'm like,
Yeah, that being said, I suspect pieces of a card will tear off as we
Yes.
use knowledge, so it gets smaller.
When you use it up, the entire card will just burn up.
Ow. And
That's a
it'll
good
burn your-
indicator.
So yeah, you guys leave the library, and the guy is screaming behind you. Alexander, I jizzed in your bread. Enjoy it.
That's okay, I traded my bread with O'Sullivan.
Wow.
Ain't allowed.
He's a nice guy. We're good friends, Alexander says as he starts heading off away from it.
No, we're not.
Back to you, buddy!
So
I
we're
love
gonna.
doing that.
So
Right.
you guys care about doing something in the city, or do you guys wanna go looking for the shards?
Well,
We can do both.
you know, we could go and get that shard that's like below us, then go and get the one past the forest, and then
The
come
one
back,
that's
and I'm
right
off to
below
hell.
you is pretty deep down there, so that's probably gonna be the more difficult of the two shards, just saying. And I don't think that the excavation quote-unquote owners are gonna like random strangers down there.
Well, they can suck it.
Who was the
How
last
about this
time?
then?
Suck
When-
my giant fireballs.
I mean, of course they
For,
won't.
for once, I agree with Sullivan.
Guys,
Hey, you know
how
what?
about this? We go and get
my
the easier
normal staff
gem.
is still slightly enchanted.
Guys, we go and get the easier gem past the forest. Since I'm gonna come on this way back anyway to grab the gem below here and then off to hell, I think that would be the best option for us.
If
Go from
we don't
easy to
find
hard.
hell here already.
Oh shit!
You're funny.
Yes, I know.
So, let's all go past the forest, shall we? I've had enough of
Tell you what, you're
Good.
excited. This is your first chance to actually sort of see a forest. Similar to the one in the village,
green.
but you know. Yeah, when you say green, not really.
Green.
It's blue,
Black.
right? Oh, wait.
Oh.
It's
Oh.
mostly dead.
Well, that's
Oh.
cool.
So we come out and it's like green. And Charlie just runs ahead, green, and then comes back all depressed.
Oh, poor Tali.
Never mind.
And
Oh
as
my
you can
God.
This place
imagine,
sucks.
nothing lives in this forest. Nothing.
So it's
Not
like
even
dead
us.
quiet.
Yeah, it's
What the
dead
heck
quiet
happened?
and there's a mist rolling around the place. After a few steps you start feeling confused. There's sort of like a road that keeps going left and right and bent all over the place. But apart from the road, if it wasn't there, you'd be completely confused where you are. The road's pretty much your saving grace in this place.
Does
can-
this
I
place
rhymed without
feel-
wanting. There you go, perfect.
We can like make landmarks by ourselves.
Yeah, you can, but since there's the road, you don't have to worry
Yeah,
about
I mean,
that.
if it didn't be there, if
Yeah.
it wasn't there. Yeah.
I don't know, it still seems kinda, you know, questionable, but anyway. So you guys just wanna continue down the road and see where it leads?
That's a
I'm wondering
rhetorical
what would
question.
happen if I push away the mist, but I'm thinking I've pissed something off without realizing it.
We always piss something off.
Yeah.
That's true. I'll
That's
admit
why
that.
was it.
As you guys continue through the forest, suddenly you hear the howling of wolves.
My time has
Something
come.
does live in this forest.
Yeah, and from the mist you see some glowing red eyes are watching you. They're surrounding you.
I paid.
There you go.
Don't worry, they shouldn't attack us as long as we stay in a group. That's how wolves are.
I like
That's
that
how my
Tally's
wolves
just
were.
hysterical
Tally.
about all this.
Tally, I think you know
Wolves,
what? I think you
puppies.
should use one of those books.
What for?
I don't know.
After a
What
few
this case
seconds,
is.
the eyes continue to watch at you for a second, and then they disappear into the mist.
Cool.
Hmm.
The mist
Like-
is
Well, it
pretty
seems-
thick, so yeah.
Like from all to all the sides, or not one direction.
No, they all just disappear into the mist. You have no idea. Like I said, the mist is very thick.
Okay.
Can I try use
Can I-
my wind to brush it away from us?
No,
You
wait.
can,
Well,
but the mist is so thick that it's probably gonna be a wasted effort.
can I? Well, I guess I can't roll to track them or something.
You can try to track them if you want.
Actually, why would I? Whatever. Why would I track them?
I was about to ask that.
Start,
But you
start
asked
heading to the
yourself,
forest.
so
I'm
it's
gonna
fine.
get those wolves. It's like, is Amo dead?
So you don't
Just
wanna
never
track
seen
them
again.
No.
then. Okay.
Well,
Then.
they are just wolves.
I don't know, man. How many wolves do you know that have glowing red eyes?
I can make them my friends.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
pretty,
I discern realities.
Okay, go for it. 8. Ask me a question, bro.
Wow. What's really happening here?
What happened is that some spirits came to take a look at you. They were not real wolves, those were spirit animals.
Spirits? Were they nice spirits? Is the next question.
Yeah, but you don't get that question. So yeah, what happened here is that those wolves came to take a look at you. And they seemed displeased.
Oh no.
Why? Two of us have got control of, like, not control, but we're working with spirits. You would think they would be pleased.
Yeah, but one of us is dark magic.
Oh,
Yeah, we also kind
One
of-
of us is.
An
Oh,
idiot.
oh yeah.
Oh, right, Sullivan's with us. Nothing magical likes us.
We also kind of killed the elemental, right?
When?
Yeah, Vic kind of has earth powers, but that was kind of, you
I
know.
Hey, that was a bad elemental. Even my spirit said it was. And I've been talking
Yeah,
to my spirits, they're pretty
that's
cool
true.
Yeah, but
guys.
didn't we make it bad?
No.
I
Not
angered it.
really. That thing
It-
was
technically-
already down there that was feeding on the blood and anger and misery. Taliwa
I
just woke
made
it up.
Yep.
Okay.
Then I came along and fucked
Yeah.
everyone over.
Then came Taliwa like a bombshell and said, "Hey, wake up!"
She came in like a wrecking ball.
No, shut up.
Never
No.
wanted to start a war.
No. Just
Did
no.
Don't
Deduct
even
XP
imagine
if he
that with a
keeps
lolly.
going.
Come on.
Just no, Vic. Bad Vic. No.
That's not Vic, that's me, but alright.
As you guys continue down, eventually the forest begins to clear up into a small clearing, and you see a giant mansion in front of you, two-story. It's pretty big. It's pretty run down and old. You see that there's signs of struggle. Something has happened, and you see, like, near the main gate, somebody is sitting on the wall right nearby the main gate, and she is actually smoking and quickly notices you guys coming closer. Alexander, you might
Okay.
recognize who it is.
Yes, I knew
Oh
that.
my
This-
god.
Wench.
Alexander
recognize
immediately
her
starts
sense.
heading over. He's like, oh hey!
She's just casually smoking on the wall of the mansion.
Amo was knocked out, right, when it happened.
Yeah, you got knocked out, but you kind of remember her by the smell alone. It's kind of a
Yeah.
smell you don't forget.
Hey, it's
And also
you.
your crow remembers, if you remember, the crow that got
Yeah.
Tomford in the face.
Oh yeah, he said like, hey, it's that bitch again.
Wow,
Don't
rude.
call her that. That's mean.
That's
She
a
tried to
girl
kill
for you.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Do you say that out loud?
The crow says that out loud.
Okay, she just answers, if I wanted to kill him, I would have. And as she says that, she flicks her hand, even though she's still holding her cigar, and you see that a tonfa appears in her hand. She presses some kind of small mechanism on it, and Alexander, you see that she has a point, because her tonfa, once she clicked something, it now has razor edges on the sides. So when she was using that to choke you out, she could have beheaded you.
Oh, definitely. Alexander knows like what was different.
She
So if
then
you remember, I
clicks,
asked.
clicks the thing away and she puts the tonfa away and says, "Funny place to meet. What are you guys doing here?"
Well, oddly enough,
Yeah.
to be honest, we came to get another shard.
No, I guess that makes sense since you guys are collecting them.
Callie
obviously.
just exhales slowly.
Why do you keep telling everyone our quest?
Exactly.
What's the point in keeping it silent?
Because
I would
other
like to
people wanted
remind you
to.
of my.
There's
I would like to
reasons.
remind you of
People
my oath.
kidnapped you for it.
Yeah, his oath was pretty much say the truth even if it gets you killed.
What an idiot.
Alex, do you have a question to her about why was she trying to, attack you?
Oh, she
Last
told me
time.
that when we met.
Did she?
Yeah, someone hired
what
her,
was
but
it?
not enough. They didn't pay her enough to kill me, only get the shard, so
She
she
just
didn't try to kill
explains,
me.
I'm a professional, so when I get underpaid, I just do half the job. I think that's fair.
It's the same with that guy in the arena.
Yeah,
If you
they
remember.
basically cheaped out and paid half, so she only half killed him.
By the way, I didn't know you could actually get a gun that powerful.
We don't have a gun.
No, I mean
She
her.
doesn't answer. She just continues to puff her smoke.
So, what are you doing here?
Isn't it obvious? I'm working.
That's true, but you're not gonna share?
Are you guarding the house?
No, she's not as stupid as you. She's not gonna share her quest.
Actually, she seems very inclined to tell you guys, since her job seems to have
Apparently,
finished.
she is as stupid as.
He says, I
Or
was
that
hired
is no
by
fact of
the
mine."
CEO of ZSec Link International to come and kill Bolon and recover his research. But the job fell through, so now I'm just on standby.
Oh, I think I may know why it fell through.
She
So
says,
far, your
yeah, I
track
know what you
record
guys
is-
did. You're basically
your
the ones
track
that
record
screw
is
me out
kinda
of my
spotty.
contract.
Hey, don't blame me. I was in the
Well, I
building
don't know
at the
what
time.
is it about you guys, but wherever you pop up, you cause trouble for me. I don't know how you manage that.
Skill.
Yeah, I cause a lot of trouble apparently. But
You
technically
do.
it's their fault.
As you guys are casually chatting, you see that someone's coming from inside the mansion. He slowly walks over to the entrance and looks at you guys, and then he looks over to the woman that's smoking and he just says, "Who are
What?
these jokers? Guests of yours?" She just shrugs.
He has a head.
It's like, yeah, we're friends.
Uh-huh. He looks over to her again. "I didn't know you had friends." She says, "I don't."
Head.
He
But you can't-
then, without paying any other attention to it, he just starts walking off towards the side.
Hmm. Friendly
Wait, this
guy,
guy have
welcome
had-
much.
Wait.
What do you mean, wait? You try to stop him?
No. I mean, he
Remark
looks
on
like
his
a
head.
intentional.
What about
Or...
it? Everything you see in the picture is intentional. Apart from the flames behind him, because, I mean, come on.
Everything's fucking on fire.
Yes, he's holding a hand, and yes, he looks like that.
Well,
like a
Well,
second.
he's holding part of a head.
Ah!
does it look like something we learned or what?
It looks like the head of a human, obviously. From the symbol, you don't know that symbol.
Okay. And it says something here.
Oh my eyes.
What?
Oh no, it's the Punisher.
Crucis salus. Whatever that means. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Just wondering.
She, since he walks off, she just continues saying, "If you guys are here to collect the shard, by all means, go right in.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's not your job to collect the shard this time. That's
Well, yes and no. But like I said, you guys screwed me out of a contract, so
fair.
Ed?
Yeah.
I was
Hopefully I can
paid
try and make
to
an
go
app.
kill Bolan and to recover his research, like I told you. But since you guys fucked over the city and I can't get in check with my superior, I consider the contract on hold or nullified.
I see.
So even though we did most of the work for you guys, you see that the yard is littered with the dismembered corpses of robots that have been smashed and destroyed. I guess we're gonna have to let you like steal the price if you wanna take anything in there.
Wait, this is Boland's mansion?
Yes, isn't it
Huh.
obvious?
Tell you the truth, I
Oh, yes.
expected something a bit more fancy.
It is
Robotic.
screams Bolan.
Yeah.
Don't judge a book by its cover. She says that and she takes out some kind of handheld thingy. She removes a clip and throws it at the building. A grenade, basically. It explodes. You see that the mansion that looks like it's made out of wood and other texture doesn't even budge nothing, like literally doesn't peel the paint off. This building is literally made of some kind of very hard material that can withstand pretty much everything. It doesn't make even a small dent.
Did you just waste a grenade to make it look cool?
I have many grenades, these are cheap.
Okay.
I would like to know where you got them, but I promise try to pay you back for all the trouble we caused.
Oh? She raises an eyebrow down, and smiles a little bit. I'll hold you to that.
Okay, Alex, we're gonna have to talk about this later.
Well, we better get to work ourselves. Thanks for the help, I suppose, even if it was unintentional.
Mm-hmm. She just continues smoking as she watches you go in.
Come on, guys.
Don't get
let's head in.
cancer.
As she passes by, I say, that stuff will kill you.
She says, don't worry about my health. I'm not allowed to die yet.
It tells it to cancer.
What?
Yeah, that's what it's gonna do exactly.
She's literally a person who puts her life on the line every
Wow.
single day, and you're worried about flipping cigarettes.
It's a joke.
Yeah. Lighten up, Alexander.
No,
You try
Alexander
hard.
said that. He's like, what the fuck?
Oh,
What are you on
okay.
about?
Well,
Right.
he's your full plate
I'll
armor.
explain to you when you're older.
Oh yeah, hey Vic, you wasted your money. See, full plate armor. Wow.
Yep.
it's like this is now mine.
Oh no, I wasted 350 out of my 5,000. What am I gonna do now?
Anyway, moving on.
There's a
You
halberd
guys
too.
enter the mansion, you see that there's been some fighting inside as well. Like there's a few bots that are on the ground dismembered and full of holes, and they seem like they've ate a few explosions. So yeah, the mercs did quite a job on the security in this place. So you guys don't have to worry about any problems apparently, everything's pretty much destroyed. As you are walking inside, the first thing that you notice is a small tape recorder type machine that plays recorded messages. It's basically a journal entry and appears to be for Bolan because you don't know anybody else who would be here. So yeah, he's got a few recorded messages that are probably scattered all over the place. Do you guys wanna hear it out?
God, is it gonna? Oh.
Alexander's like, we're not in a rush. Would you mind if I listen to these?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can we stop you?
Right, well,
Well-
I've got a small clip that can kind of give you like, since I want you to kind of get the feel for how stuff is going, you know, just a sec. A small just imagine him in that voice making entries in that kind of way. So here's just a small sample.
Okay.
Mastery over life and death was chief among my early pursuits. I began in humility, but my ambition was limitless. Who could have divined the prophetic import of something as unremarkable as a twitch in the leg of a dead rat?
So yeah, it's kind of in that vein of how
Yeah, I recognize that.
yeah, and that's actually one of his logs. He's basically the first thing that strikes you is that he's been researching into life and death recently, not just robotics.
I see, so that explains the specimens.
Now-
Is it only important, or is the echo also important?
The echo's
I
also
swear that's
important.
just... Yeah.
Just part of the atmosphere. So yeah, this is the entry you find near the doorway. I'm giving up on using magic in my research. Its use has proved unproductive and a waste of time. Healing magic does not restore tissue. I was a fool to believe that something as unrefined and unpredictable as magic would prove useful, but it's good to rule things out one by one. I will eventually find what I need through the process of elimination. On the subject of healing magic, however, I guess I can add my research on it to my accomplishments, seeing as mages are lazy creatures and too ignorant to diagnose and study it properly. My study group of mages was too large and varied, thus I can safely deduct how healing magic works. Healing magic does not create tissue, nor does it revitalize it. If it did, any mage would know the secret of eternal youth. All healing magic does is speed up the recovery process at a price. The tissue that is forced to heal weakens over time and begins to age at a faster pace. The body's natural healing factor is forcefully sped up, like using a drug to improve reflex through cortex stimulation. Usually people are not exposed to such magic enough to let it hinder their lives, but large doses of it are dangerous and even lethal. After months of continuous wounds and torture, the study group has withered and died entirely. My theory is further proved by the fact that the younger mages lived longer. It's not a matter of mental fortitude or physical strength. Their bodies were younger and they simply needed more time to age. Once the tissue ages, it becomes more difficult to heal, takes more and more effort until finally you cannot keep up. That's when the effect of all the magic kicks in, full force. The tissue rots at a very fast pace, leaving the victims in agonizing pain. Those that are lucky pass out. Others watch as their body rots until they die. This ends my research in the field of healing magic. I am well aware that there are still holes in my research, so I will be content with it being just a theory. My time is too precious to bother with lesser arts. Mages can play with their sticks and bang rocks together, thinking themselves wise and strong. All of this has simply reminded me once again of the one true power in this world, the progress of science. What a curious, yet absurd turn of events. A man of science speaking about hocus pocus. I should make sure this entry never leaves my lab storage facility. It would be a waste. And also it would be weird if one day someone walks into my mansion and listens to these because it's just lying around. If you're out there, get out of my house! Now I'm just being paranoid. End of entry.
Looks like he never got to put this entry away. But that's interesting. I wonder
What you
how
get
many
out of the
times
tape is
we've
that
healed.
basically he had captured a bunch of mages and he had continuously tortured them and wounded them over and over until they died so he can study their healing magic.
Yeah, that's also worrying him, but he's more worried about is like the others. It's like I counted that I've only healed myself 4 times with my own magic, but you guys, I'm not exactly sure if my magic works the same as normal healing magic. So I think we should, dial down the healing of my magic for at least a while.
Okay.
Okay,
No,
for
you
that
should
we
heal more often. You should heal more often.
will have to not to die, and that happens to be difficult sometimes.
Right,
True.
you guys are inside the mansion.
I've got a cure for that.
What do you do?
I
I go to the
get out
armory and
my-
climb into the badass mech.
No, there's no such thing,
Yeah,
I'm
that-
sorry.
Okay, guns.
Is there an
Yeah.
armory though?
No, there's no armory. He's a researcher.
It's a Yeah, it's a place of research.
Yeah, but
and
like, you
science.
know, a lab with, you know, stuff.
I don't know, discern realities. Maybe you'll find something.
Can't I just walk around?
Well, yeah, you can walk around.
But that's discern realities. You don't know what you're looking for.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, there's this giant
Caveman
mansion.
don't
You're
know
just gonna
shiny
randomly walk
objects.
in. If you
Sharp,
just wanna
sharp and
randomly
pointy
explore,
stuff.
I'm gonna roll to see where you end up.
7.
7. Okay, so
Right.
ask me one question.
Okay, what here is useful or valuable to me?
What here is useful or valuable to me? Just a sec, let me think.
Probably open the PDF now.
What here is useful or valuable? Well, unfortunately, I'm not gonna surprise you with any giant mechs you can like get inside.
No, that's
with
fine.
magical
It's okay if I
weapons.
don't get a mech.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but this place doesn't really hold stuff like that. This place is just basically all about like it holds limitless knowledge and research. So
it.
what here is of use to me? You find a key. You see that on the side it says library.
Hmm.
No, wait, not no, that's not the library key. It says study. It says it's the key that leads probably to the study room.
Okay. Right. I tell the party that I got a study, can't go there.
You don't know where it is, though. Just gonna randomly
Wow.
look around then.
That's true.
But yeah, actually, while I'm
What?
here, I'm gonna take out my. Book
By the way,
of
since there are
bowling.
more things that you can discern reality for here, I'm gonna say that you can do somebody else can do another discern reality, not Vic though. Somebody else.
Right. Since I'm here, and I do have the book of bowling, do I get any bonuses for my book?
Well, no, because his books is on mechs and mechanical things right now. It doesn't really have the layout of his mansion.
Yeah, but it does have a cipher. So I was wondering, is there anything on his like recent boards? Like
You're still in the main
blackboards?
hall. You should probably look somewhere else to use that.
Oh, I thought we were. I thought this was main hall. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Okay. Right. I guess we should look around. Don't suppose he's gonna keep a map
So
of this
if somebody
place.
else wanna discern realities to find something else?
First, what's on this table?
Nothing, just a table. It's got like basic shit all over the place and books and scrolls and nothing.
We're in the
of
main
interest.
hall.
Yeah,
This is actually where the general people could see shit. He's not gonna keep anything valuable here.
yeah. Vic just
Okay.
found the room that says the study. There's probably gonna be stuff there. Plus, keep in mind, like he has to have a lab, research place. He has to have holding facilities for the mages that you heard about. He's gotta have a lot more than just the fucking main hall.
Okay, I want to discern realities, I guess.
Go for it.
Wisdom, right?
Just a sec. Let me double check that. It's
Too late.
wisdom, yes. Right, one
Okay.
question. What's it gonna be?
What should I be on the lookout for, I guess?
What should you be on the lookout for? There's nothing dangerous at this time, so it's not like you're in no danger. What you should be on the lookout for is that you see one of the rooms seems to be different than the other ones. The door leading to that room is entirely covered in dust, like that place has not been used in a long while. Everything else is not covered in so much dust and dirt.
Wait, the mercs didn't even enter that room?
No.
That's odd.
Yeah,
Is it-
that's one of the only that's on the first floor. That's the only room that's locked.
So, like, does it say do not enter? Or
I put the key in.
The key does not fit. When you remove the dust a little bit, it says that this is the library.
Huh.
I try to kick it down.
As you try to kick it down, you realize that the door is not made out of wood. It's made out of some very heavy metal.
Okay, cool. Do I kick it down though?
Impossible.
Please stop banging on things. We'll
It's
just find
it's
the
very
key.
fit. You feel like you're trying to like move a mountain with your foot. It's not gonna work.
can you use Alexander to bash on it?
He's fragile. It's not gonna work.
Alright.
Can
let's go
Alexander
and find
use
the
you?
key. We'll check the study, shall we?
First, find the study.
You find the study on the first floor of the mansion. The door leading to it is not locked, so the key is apparently for something else. Inside the study, on the desk, you find another recorded message if you guys are interested.
Alexander immediately presses it.
I know it's a bomb.
As you go through some of these entries, you see like some at the beginning, like he sounded very confident and in control, and slowly you see Bolan start to get more and more depressed and desperate. That's the kind of vibe you're getting from the messages that you continue listening to.
It's always this way.
This is how the message goes. It's hopeless. No matter how far I advance my research, there are things I will never be able to do. My knowledge in robotics alone cannot wield the results I wish. The span of a human life is just too short, and I am running out of time and options. To that end, I had no choice but to swallow my better judgment and contact Jonathan. His specialty is genetic mutations and DNA research. I did every humiliating thing he asked me. He lowered my existence to beneath that of an insect. And when I finally begged him on my hands and knees, groveling before him, he just laughed and turned me away. Watching you suffer will be my greatest pleasure. That is what he said to me as he stepped on my head and buried my face in mud. It's not enough what he made me go through, but he wants my wife to pay for my mistakes as well. I have never wished for the ill fate of anyone, but if there is anyone who deserves to pay for his crimes, please let it be him. Jonathan Ludwig Boomersworth may appear human, but his heart is pitch black. Do not be fooled by that monster. I will have my revenge, Jonathan, when I see you in hell. But until then, I must continue to look for an answer. I'll have to look for the next best mind in the field of genetics and pray that he will hold the answers I seek. The message ends. So yeah, he's talking about the scientist that you guys made in the huge underwater beast's belly that was basically doing research on those mermaids.
Oh,
He's
that
saying
guy.
that even though he may appear human, that Ludwig is just a monster. And if you think about it, did you guys really believe him that he didn't know those things were sentient beings? I mean, it was pretty
course
obvious
not.
if you just talk to them. He was lying.
Yeah, that's clear, but the thing is, uber-powered fucking shaman man kind of stopped our attempts at hobo murder, so...
Oh, please, Alex, you fucking believed him.
Of course I didn't.
You're Alex.
It's just you guys were getting
Alright.
owned by the shaman so much, I was like,
Sure. What's the study like? What's in here?
Well, there's shelves of endless shelves of books. There's just one window. Everything else is just shelves of books and books and books.
Okay,
and
so I go up to his desk.
Okay.
And are there any shelves with locks on them? No, it's shelves, drawers.
Underneath, as you examine the desk, you see that somewhere underneath it, on the inner side, where it's impossible to see from anywhere else unless you're sitting down and kneeling down, you see that there's some kind of small mechanism, and it fits a key.
Okay, so I put the key in.
Yeah, this time it works. You hear a small click, and as you do that, the wall behind you begins to stir, and the bookcase moves out of the way. It reveals a passageway leading down.
Nailed it!
oh my god, we found something.
Okay, let's
Let's
go
just
then.
head down, I suppose.
Yeah, I head
Yeah.
down there.
I mean, why wouldn't we head down?
If it's not not unlocked, then we can assume that more defenses probably lay in wait.
As you head down there, you see that you enter the catacombs beneath the mansion. You see a few half-rotten corpses lying around. There's some books again and some kind of small test vats and such. This is part of his lab probably. And further down you see that it leads to holding cells and torture rooms for more experiments and keeping people there. The place inside smells like horrible. There's bones, rotting flesh, blood everywhere.
Lovely.
I'm guessing these
Also,
are...
in this room, as you enter, right over here, there's another journey entry.
Mhm. Click it. Come on.
Okay, you click it and the
Yes,
message
click.
begins. The genetics expert I contacted wished to remain anonymous, and I will honor his wish. I spared no expenses or amount of living test subjects to further the research of the parasite specialist. In the brief months he spent here, he created things I would never imagine. Things that make me shiver. Most of these things can be used as biological weapons. In the wrong hands, these things can bring an entire planet to a swift and quick extinction. But I don't care. He came to do as he wishes as long as he can help me. He can do as he wishes as long as he helps me. That's what I thought. In the end, he couldn't help me. Maybe he never wanted to help me. Either way, the answers were not there. His parasites were truly frightening. He created different genetic strings and mutations. Ones that can mutate the behavior of living beings, alter voices, regrow lost limbs, even restore lost senses in those that have never had them. Truly amazing feats of wonder. But even his research couldn't help. He left behind a few strains of his research. Perhaps they might prove useful. I can only hope so. And the message ends.
Parasites. Now I'm worried. Everybody, can I ask you to please be more careful than ever before? And Alexander at this time is putting a cloth around his mouth.
By the way, this corpse that you see over here, it's not moving, but his gut wound, you see that something is making noises there. Something is beginning to writhe when it hears noise and presence.
Oh shit.
Shh.
Yeah, right.
Fireball.
No, don't throw a fireball in a friggin' area like this. You never know what you're gonna wake up.
It's just an idea. At least think about it.
I have, and it's a bad idea.
So what do you guys wish to do now?
Avoid the
Well,
corpse.
First, be very quiet and...
Find out aspects.
Does it lead anywhere else?
Like I said, if you continue forward, there's one more room in this area.
Well, there we
I
go.
suggest we head through there.
So you guys are gonna be quiet and try to not disturb forces you don't understand. Is that what
Yes.
I'm getting out? Okay,
Alexander may be a
so
man of science, but even that thing scares
as
him.
you go in there, like I said, the stench, you can smell it like all the way from down the stairs. There's flesh, bones, rotting stuff, and blood. That's where the holding facilities and the torture rooms were. And on one of the racks, you find the key. On the side, you see that it reads library.
Well, there we go.
I ain't touching that.
Yeah, oh dear.
The key is surrounded by...
Wait, what? What is it? A key?
Yeah, it's a key that leads to the library.
Yeah, I take it.
Wait, surrounded by what?
Vic roll plus dex.
Oh, for God's sakes.
No, hold on. You didn't. Surrounded
Trap.
by what?
Too bad, roll plus dex.
Yeah, you
No,
rushed in. It's
No,
your
no, no,
fault.
no, 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 no. If I can
I'm sorry,
see it.
but you interrupted me.
What?
Roll plus
Are you
dex.
kidding me?
Nope, roll plus dex.
I thought you finished your sentence.
Too bad, roll plus dex.
Can I help him? Help him
No.
with the dex?
Roll plus dex.
This is a major case of
9. As you reach out to get the key, your heavy plate armor, like clinks against the other objects around the key. There's also metal-like objects and such, and tools. None of them fall, so they don't make up too much of a sound. But as it clinks around the other objects, you hear a low grunt. And in the cells, you see that the dead decompiling flesh begins to stir. You can't call it bodies. It's literally hunks of flesh that are beginning to stir and move left and right and shuffle.
Damn it doesn't look like they're... I was hoping that some of them may have adapted to symbiosis, but it looks like parasites. Oh great.
That's it.
This is-
What happens?
Okay, come on, we get out of here. Silently.
Don't blame me, blame the DM.
As you guys are leaving that room, the corpse that's in this room, you see that it's starting to writhe. It's not trying to get up, it's not like a zombie, but its flesh-like, it seems to be put in all sorts of different directions. Like, his body has like 50 minds, and they all do whatever the fuck they want. The corpse is literally stretching out in different directions and like ripping itself apart.
How about we get out of here?
Yes, I think
It's
that's the
littering the
wisest
ground,
idea.
by the way, so you should be careful, just saying.
Yeah, let's get out of here. I'm not completely sure, but I think a nice burning of this area right after we leave would be prominent. And when I say leave, I mean the building. No setting it on fire while we're still here, please.
Yeah, and well, there's a forest around.
That too.
There's quite a few room between here and the forest because there's like a stone wall, there's a huge clearing with just grass, so it shouldn't be that much trouble.
Besides, I don't think the outside of the building will burn. I think the
Yeah,
inside is okay.
it's pretty fucking sturdy on the outside, so it's not gonna burn down. Everything inside is probably gonna burn down, but the frame of the building is gonna last. It's basically a bunker.
I
All
can
this
burn it
knowledge. If I could find an updated version of my engineering book, that would be nice. But there's no way for
So
learning for
once you guys leave this area, you wish to go to the library, I assume, right?
it. Yes. Since we have the key of that next.
Right. Keep in mind you still haven't visited the second floor, but right now you go to the library. As you open the library door and go inside, you see that everything's covered in dust. This is the one area that has been the least used. Like it hasn't been used in a very, very long time. That's why it's been locked. In the library you find again books of shelves, windows. This time you find a more different type of desk. This seems to be where Bolan would sit down and relax between like all his work and such. This seems like a more intimate place. There's a few items that have no scientific purpose. This is basically where he would go to learn a few things, rest and probably eat and such. On the desk you see another entry. You also see a very old gun that's pretty much covered in dust and almost like it definitely doesn't work. It's been there for quite a while, and the entire desk and chair are covered in blood. Very, very old blood. Everything's like dried up.
So okay, so it's happened a long time ago. I suspect it's completely dark in here. Is there anything like candles I can light?
Yes.
Good, and I light one.
So it's dark in here?
Yeah, well, he lit something. So yeah, like I said, everything.
Well, to help him out, I go, hold on. He lights a candle, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I cast light on the candle. So now the candlestick will emit light itself.
Okay, roll for it.
Good job, you created a sun.
Candlestick!
It's like a flashbang.
No, it just goes like poof. Ah,
Right,
wow.
so right now Vic is experiencing some problems with Skype again. We'll wait for him for a second before you guys hear the final entry that's in the room.
That means it's important.
Oh, he's back. Right. So here's what the final entry says. In this one, he's half crying, and you can sense by his tone that he's like completely like out of it. His depression has been kicking in. He probably hasn't slept. He sounds drunk, and he's pretty much at his rope's end. He's barely talking through his cries and tears, just to set the mood. This is what the message says. I devoted my life to science, and in the end, I couldn't even save you. I wasted my life. I wasted our time. And now I have nothing left. I am so sorry. Please, forgive me. When you were slowly dying, I was not there for you. I was foolishly just trying to find a way to cure you, even though I must have known it was impossible from the start. I no longer sleep or eat. I can't even close my eyes. Your gentle smile haunts me. I can't even remember our last conversation. Your disease and my science took everything from us. My love, my wife, Asha, forgive me. Something on the desk rustles. You hear a loud gunshot as the recording comes to an end.
Bolan. Is this where the great Bolan died? I
You should
can
have
hardly
suspected
believe
that
it.
from when we entered the room.
Well, I've almost found it impossible. There's so many of his workshops. So much everything. I suspected he was still alive, somehow. All
By
that
the
can't be
way,
done in
if
a
you
single
make
human life.
do on the information you know about him, Alexander, you think that Bolan, give or take, should be about 45 years old at this point.
Exactly.
If you have your own
There's no
timeline
way.
to think of.
Even with even with all of his knowledge, there's no way he could go to so many worlds for only 45 years of his life.
Yes, there is.
How is this possible?
Man.
And
You know,
besides,
there's
didn't Plexi mention something about him still being alive?
At this point, I'd like to point out that none of you have been on the second floor yet.
Yeah, I think it's time to go and check out what the hell is going on the second floor. Alexander's like, there's no way this is right. Something screwy is going on here. And he's gonna start heading up to the second floor.
Right. On the second floor, it's mostly bedrooms and such, and rooms for to entertain guests and such. The main room at the end of the hall is made out of a sturdier door. You see that there's a few like dismembered and destroyed mechs around that area. The mercs have probably gotten that far, but they did not go inside the door leading to the main room on the second floor.
The mercs were also after him. This makes no sense. Damn it. He's gonna start heading towards the door a bit hurriedly at this point. He's like, gotta find out.
The door has some kind of mechanism that needs to be unlocked for the door to open. It seems to be locked from the inside, so in order to open the door, you have to tinker with the mechanism. And hey, Alexander! Oh, what's your lore?
Ah, I got engineering. Ah, science.
Roll plus intelligence.
But I should get this information for free. No, fine.
You're the only one that knows about these types of locks. Doesn't mean you can
No,
open
I
them.
know. He could tell O'Sullivan, and I could magically use telekinesis to rework the lock.
No.
Why not?
Luckily, after
Why
some
not?
fiddling, Alexander, you'll be able to open the lock and you can go inside the room. As the door opens, you guys can see inside. The fireplace is lit up. That's the only light inside the room until you guys came in. Basically, like near the fireplace, like you can imagine like a cozy scene. There's a small couch and a few comfy chairs. There's a small tea table. There's like, wait up, I'm not done. There's like a rug and all that. You find somebody that you sort of recognize, you guys, because as you can imagine, on the way here, you saw on the second floor a lot of portraits and such. So you have a pretty good idea of how Bolan looks and how the woman next to him look, and that they look very happy. It's basically him and his wife mostly in the pictures. You recognize that Bolan is sitting near the fireplace, and what you see him doing is that he is eating and munching on something. As you take a closer look, you see that a human thumb is coming out of his mouth. He's basically chewing on a human thumb.
What
In front of him on the small tea table, you see a very thick soup. And from what Plexi showed you, the containers of human cattle they bring out, this is basically a soup made out of human remains. As you take a closer look at his face, you see that his eyes are completely gone. Like he doesn't seem to be noticing what's going on around him. He's in his own world. He seems completely distracted and not paying attention to anything. He's just casually just munching away slowly.
I nudge Alex and I go like, yeah, he died, but no one mentioned that he undied.
So this is why all the human sacrifices.
Wait,
And
no,
you
I
made
look
Plexi-
at him. Hold on. I look at Alex and I convey my want to fireball.
As this is going on,
Like
you
I charade it out.
you hear a voice. I see you're not with the mercenaries. I wondered why you managed to get in. And somebody steps out of the shadows. She seemed ready to ambush and attack you, but since she saw you're not with the mercenaries, she steps out into the open and stands between you guys and Bolan.
Kill it.
By the way, from the pictures that you saw, she vaguely resembles the wife that Bolan had, but you can clearly see that she's a machine.
Kill it.
Mm.
She very much resembles his wife.
Kill it with lava. Fire is not enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kill it
Alexander
with
goes,
molten magma.
So as you guys
Alexander-
watch her step out, she says, "Why are you here? Who are you?"
I am
I'm
Alexander
desperately
Ishimura.
parading my fireball.
Are you casting
Alexander-
fireball?
No, I'm nudging Alex, going like charading it out, like it's a big ass question.
Uh-huh.
No, Alex holds his hand up like, no, not yet. Questions need to be answered.
So I can't.
Not yet.
No,
so
you
he can do
can't.
it later.
Right, yeah, Alexander goes, I am Alexander Ishimura. We originally came because we sensed a shard here, but I did not know this would be Bolan's resting place.
He
No, he's
is
out.
not dead. At least, not his body.
It's one of those.
Are you an AI or actually his wife?
She seems very bothered by that
Can't
question.
just ask that.
It's like asking, hey,
So are
are
you
you
like
it's like,
confirms
single?
again. Why are you here?
as we said, I came to get a shard. A magical gem.
You cannot have it.
Is it in her?
No, it's not.
Where
If
is
you
it?
take a look at your chart, you see that the glow is coming from Bolan.
I want to detect magic also.
This.
Okay, detect magic. Roll for it.
I detect magic.
Right. So the only magic inside this mansion comes from Bolan. It's inside his chest.
Why'd you do that?
Alexander's
He's
like,
bananas. That's why he's eating people. Well, I mean, he's zombie now, but whatever.
yeah, it's like, why have you done this to him?
It is not by my hand. He did it himself.
But he shot himself. He wanted to die. Why would he leave himself like this?
I see you've been going through his entries. She looks back towards Bolan for a second. She thinks something to herself and then she turns back to you. Perhaps if I tell you more, I can convince you to leave.
Go ahead. I see no reason why not.
I doubt it, but maybe.
As you've probably noticed through the pictures, I am created in his past wife's image. He was hoping that during the time she was alive, he was looking into ways to cure her of her ails, but he failed. Once she passed away, he preserved her organs for as long as he could, hoping that one day he could somehow give her a new body and bring her back to life. I am that failed attempt. He has gone through healing, through parasites, through genetics, through everything he could think of, but nothing could solve his dilemma. He couldn't bring his wife back. When he became 95 years old, he saw that he was about to die and his work would be left unfinished without an answer. So he took one of those shards to prolong his life. The shard alone was not enough, so he used some of the parasites that were left behind by a genetic modifier who once came to help him. His body changed, his mind as well. Even though he is alive, his mind has long since rotten away. He became not himself anymore. Slowly over the years he descended into madness and secluded himself. His brain shut down. There's almost nothing left of him now. He is just a shadow. During this time, he would have small bursts when his conscious would surface from time to time, like an Alzheimer's disease, if you guys know what that is.
Hmm.
So in those brief moments, all he could do was drink and try to ignore his sorrow that was crushing him. During one of those moments, he sent a robot to kill his greatest failure, a city of machines that lived only to harm people.
That
He
works.
sent a unit to go destroy it. I assume that's how you learned of this place.
Maybe.
That's correct.
During one such moment, he could no longer bear his sins and his crimes, so he fought to end his pathetic life. She says that like this is how he put it, like my life's pathetic, I don't care anymore, I wanna put an end. So she basically relays those words. So he locked himself in the library and tried to kill himself. But the parasites inside his body and the shard did not allow him to die. He cannot die as long as the parasites and the shard are connected to him.
I see.
The sustenance that he is provided is, as you probably know, flesh. But he doesn't need the flesh of the living. There's countless beasts and countless decaying flesh underneath the mansion that he can use for sustenance. He doesn't need to bother anyone. He can continue to exist without harming no one else.
This. You said it yourself. It's not him.
Yeah, what's the point
In your
anymore?
own words, it's not him anymore. His great
To
mind
me,
is gone.
to me, that is still Bolan, and I will protect him with my life.
Would he want that?
By the way, you can notice that her body, since it's been a while since she's had some serious maintenance, she's kind of got a few places that are kind of rusty. I want him to live.
He's not alive anymore.
He lives,
You
it's just
know
not him.
this.
There is nothing here for you. Please leave. Take all his research, take everything you wish, but stay away from this room.
I'm sorry, but I can't let Roland suffer like this anymore. If he was like before, even a shred of consciousness left.
She starts
I
looking
would.
a bit defensive at the situation. I thought if I told you, you'd understand. I will ask you again. She raises her fist, this time more aggressively. Please leave.
Do you
Do
really
we
want to
use
leave him like this? By the way, can I use my, like, charm ability?
No.
on a robot?
On a robot.
Well, charming and open. I was hoping to see if I could get, like...
On a robot?
No, you cannot. Not on her.
I see. Great. It's like, why don't you just carry on his research? Do something else. He said it himself in one of his tapes, he does not need magic.
You're giving her intelligence too much credit, dude. She just continues saying, please leave.
Wait a sec.
I can't.
You
Hmm?
you were programmed for this or something to protect him?
He made me to become a body for his wife if he found a way to bring her back, but he never did.
And how do I formulate this?
Eddie, you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Just fucking ignore me if I disconnect.
Okay.
Right,
fine, I'll catch
so
on.
what do you guys do?
Intax.
She doesn't seem that tough, she was not meant for combat, and plus she's rusting, so you can probably take her pretty easily.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel bad, but really I feel worse leaving Bolan like this. So I think it's time to basically put this to rest.
End his suffering.
Yeah, so we're taking the shard, and what happens next is up to you.
Okay, so what are you guys doing? She's obviously gonna defend him, she's not gonna let you go near him.
Just knock him over.
That's what I said to her.
Knock him over.
So are you guys gonna attack?
Oh wait, but
No.
no, wait a minute, wait a minute. Alexander, it's like Alexander turns to his side. It's like if she tries to attack me, and he motions his hand and puts it on the back of his neck. So he's basically telling him just use your stun gloves on a see if that works.
Hmm. I'm not sure it will work, but I will try.
How am I meant to get into him without being infected by parasites is a whole nother matter.
I have a suit.
True, your suit, it may be airtight. Okay then, you try.
Okay.
Please leave.
Hey. We can't. I'm sorry.
I will slowly try to walk towards Bolin.
As you step forward, she immediately attacks you. She's very fast despite her looks and rusting,
That's what I
rusty parts.
want to make it slowly so I can expect things, you know?
As you step closer, she attacks you, that's what I said. So what
Okay,
do you
okay.
do?
Try to dodge.
Okay, go for it. Dodge.
Dex. Okay. Oh, fuck.
8, right, so... You do not manage to dodge well enough. No,
Yep.
wait, actually, since she's rusty, you still manage to dodge. No, it's fine, you managed to dodge her.
Oh, okay. Well, then someone maybe try to hold her while I take the fucking shard.
Yeah, it's like Alexander's gonna motion to Victor and basically want to go up and try restraining her. So I'll aid Victor in restraining her, basically.
Yeah, but Vic's not here right now, so somebody else is gonna have to do it.
But the other two are 5 foot nothing. Probably less.
It doesn't matter, it's still a strength roll, so.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Victor has +3 strength. I have +0.
Well, too bad. Go for it, or I'm gonna have her move again.
Fine, I'll try.
Roll plus strength.
Oh.
12. As you hold her down,
6.
her body starts to emit electricity and she shocks you. You're forced to let her go.
Ah!
Well,
That,
really?
that
Self-defense.
looks like fighting.
Okay, so well,
What the hell?
Yeah, she's not
This-
holding punches. She's seriously fighting right now.
yeah, well,
Take the
this
gem from the
one-
guy. I'll hold her
Yes,
off.
well, this 1 second distraction is going on. I'm gonna take 1 second to grab this, like, fatality move to grab his shard.
As you try to do
Punch a
that, you
hole through
see
his-
Poland's body. You're like try to reach out to him, but She is faster than you. So she reaches you and grabs you before you can grab Bolan. She then hurls you back towards the others. And she stands in front of you again.
I cast
Mhm.
Hoarfrost on her to try
Okay,
and
go for it.
to try and slow her down. Yeah, and
Roll damage.
yeah.
Do you wanna enhance that damage or?
What does my staff do again?
I don't know, you tell me. I thought you had a magic head that can double damage once per day.
Yeah, but I got that enchanted staff one. When
gives you
Oh
plus
yeah,
one
once
rolls.
you've got one charge. When you fail a spell, you can make it work.
okay,
So do you wanna use your head?
no.
Okay. Well, because you hit her with the right type of damage, it's not gonna matter. Ice and water basically fuck her over. Her body was not meant for combat, so. The thing that she used to shock you was basically her internally frying herself. She was not meant to be doing such stuff. She's just desperate to protect Bolan. So she kind of damaged herself in order to free herself from Alexander. And when you hit her with ice, she pretty much, her body begins to come apart. She's already rusted and half destroyed, and this kind of brings her over the edge. She collapses on the ground with her mechanical parts making weird noises, and she's trying to get up, but her body's giving out. As this happens, Bolan, the thumb in his mouth, suddenly his mouth stops chewing and he drops the thumb. It rolls on the ground with a thud. You see that Bolan looks around very confused, and then fear appears on his face. He appears to be having one of those moments where she mentioned where his mind was clear for a while. He looks towards the ground and his hands and entire body begin to shake. He's panicking. He starts screaming uncontrollably in fear and reaches out to her. He starts crying as he puts her head on his lap. He seems to be lost for words, trying to say something, but his body is so weak that he does, and he hasn't done it in so long that he doesn't even remember how to speak. He's just mumbling some things as tears are falling from his eyes. He's basically reliving the death of his wife. You
Hey,
see the
that's
machine looks up at him, and her hand slowly reaches out to touch Bolan's cheek, and she says, "Goodbye, Bolan, my love. Remember always all you did for me." You see Bolan say, "I did nothing for you." The machine smiles. "You loved me, and your love made me human." As she says that, the machine breaks down. And as she breaks down, Bolan begins to cry uncontrollably. He's wailing. He's basically, he is constantly screaming his lungs out. He's not breathing at all. He's screaming and screaming and screaming until his lungs have no breath left in them, and he continues to scream, like burning his entire lungs away, burning his life away. He is in an uncontrollable fit of shock and disbelief.
so. Do I quiet him down or what?
Yes, you can knock him down.
Okay.
As you knock him to the ground, he doesn't notice you at all. He's still bowling over. He's still crying uncontrollably. When you expose his chest, you see that his entire rib cage and flesh is exposed. There's no skin over it. You see that he doesn't have a heart. The shard is beating inside his body, and everything is growing around it. You basically, if you want the shard, you're gonna have to reach inside his ribcage and yank it out.
I'm guessing my
Really
suit
the
will
other
protect
way.
me.
Yeah, your suit will protect you.
O'Sullivan will do that.
What?
Amo is on
What?
top of him right now.
Well then,
Yeah.
fine. Amo do it.
Amo, are you gonna rip the shard out?
First,
Yes.
I want
Do
to
it.
try something.
Do it.
She's
Do
dead,
it.
and you are too.
Let- Let the dark arcs consume you.
It's time to rest,
I will-
Roland.
I will teach
Amo?
you much. Use
Huh?
your dark earth powers for
There's literally nothing we can fucking do to this guy. Just don't kill the shard.
I'm just trying to see if he reacts. Like,
He doesn't react at all.
Yeah,
He
She's
is
dead.
in
He's
uncontrollable shock. He
Yeah, he
doesn't
doesn't
listen
even
to
know
anything.
anything.
She was dead long ago, and you
He
were
just
too.
relived the death of his life. He's not hearing a word you're saying. He doesn't
Yeah,
even
so
know
just
you're
whip
dead.
out the shard and
Just
carry
rip
on
it
the
out!
RP.
Fine, fatality. There we go.
As you rip the shard out of his flesh, roll plus wisdom.
Except I don't crush it. Oh fuck.
Right, don't mark XP for that. Like it or not, character or not, you are mentally scarred for life. The image of what you did will haunt you for the rest of your days. When you are resting at night at a camp, you will have nightmares for months to come. When you're resting at a camp and recovering health, you'll only recover half of what everybody else recovers. Mark that down.
Fuck.
This is a negative. You just got a negative ability.
Nice.
So write it
Got
down.
a negative power? That sucks.
Too bad. Write it down as nightmares. When you sleep, you recover half health. The image and the feel of what you just did will haunt you.
Don't we normally
Well,
do this?
I had the suit, so not exactly
It
the
doesn't
suit.
matter. Mentally, you're scarred
Hey,
by what you did.
don't
Hey,
we?
I'ma watched his mother die in a fire, screaming horribly.
Too bad, too bad. Write it down.
Well, now you've got more nightmares.
Yeah. As you rip out that thing from his lungs,
And it was his fault.
in his last moments, he reaches out and takes the hand of the machine that got destroyed. As he's holding her hand and looking towards her, his eyes full of tears, he dies. But
Hey.
his body continues to writhe around. The parasites inside
Hey.
him are still alive.
He was already dead.
Hey, if it helps
He
you
was
sleep at night.
already dead.
Oh wait, it doesn't. Oh.
Fuck you.
Hey, this could be like him like relapsing PTSD style. It's like, oh, death of again. Oh no, I caused another death. Ah.
I have a question.
Yes.
Don't we normally recover half health when we sleep?
When you sleep, you recover half of your total health. He's gonna recover 25%, basically.
Okay.
So 1/4.
Boy, if only you'd let O'Sullivan do it, he wouldn't have nightmares.
Honestly,
Yeah, because your
Ranger
wisdom
should
is
have
really
tons
high.
of wisdom.
No,
Yeah.
it
He should.
wouldn't be that.
But he doesn't, so
There we go. Right.
he's not that type of
So
ranger.
what do you guys do now?
Well, we've obtained the shard, and I suspect I'm gonna go and clean it before putting in one of the tubes.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
there some loot?
I'm not risking.
Well,
we gotta look
unless you
around
wanna
before.
read books, no, there's no loot.
Well,
I see.
we could like back up some research or so, research or something.
By
you
the way,
want.
since the mercs were already here, keep in mind that they've gotten most of the stuff that's valuable.
yeah,
Okay,
I
never
mean,
mind.
the guy in the library will probably want some of this knowledge, but I don't know if we should trust that fucker anyway.
We've trusted him so far. I don't see what your problem is. But by the
Yeah,
way, since I'm here and the study's right next, can I quickly have a glance over to see if I can find the next compendium to my book?
Discern realities.
And that's intelligence, isn't it? Yes. Roll.
No, it's wisdom.
It's not rolling. Hang on.
Wisdom.
Okay, there we go.
Do it manually.
7. One question.
What should I look for? What here is useful and valuable here to me? In other words.
If you wish to find another tome like the one you have, you can. And inside there's gonna be the cipher that you will need to like read the books entirely.
I see, that's good. If I find another one of his workshops, but... Ah, this was a dark day. Can't believe I killed my idol. Well, Imo killed my idol.
No, I look at Alexander going like, haha.
He was already dead long ago. Shut up.
I know.
It's true.
That's why we had to put him to rest. We couldn't have let him keep going on like that. You wanted to die before. We should leave, and to make sure the parasites don't get out, I think it's time this place goes up.
Kaboom.
Ooh, I look at him and I go, with wide eyes, I go, fireball?
Yes, fireball.
Yay!
All over the place.
Break that chair. Break those tables.
Mhm.
Put them in the corners of the house.
Break this hero too.
As you guys leave the mansion is going up in smokes, at least on the inside. On the outside, nothing really changes. And there
Nothing
goes
changes?
a man
Well,
and
I'm
his
about to
life
change it.
worth of research. From what you learned, he continued to study and research until he was 95. Somewhere after that, he lost his mind and continued to live in a body without a conscience.
Mm.
As you
I
guys
told-
are leaving, you can see that there's someone still smoking and sitting up there, and she's still there. You also see that the guy that was walking around previously, he's there talking with her, but now the head's not in his hands anymore. Like he got rid of that shit.
Hey.
He didn't need it anymore. So they exchanged some words, and you guys see that the guy in the helmet is starting to leave. When he starts to leave, you see that a few shadows are moving in the forest. Some guys that were hiding and blending in step out towards the path and leave with him. She's the only one left behind. As you guys are walking out, she says, "So, did you get the shard?"
No.
Yes. Yes, we did.
Shut up.
"Good for you," she says
What
as
would
she
you do
continues
in
to
lying
smoke.
to her? I don't see what all your fascination is with lying.
It was a rhetorical question. I could see it from here.
Exactly. There's no point
I
in
was
lying.
trying to
smart
be
people.
nice, she says that looking over to Amo. Her face is clearly saying, "You're a fucking idiot and an asshole."
It's like, what's the point in lying to
I was
people
trying
who
to
clearly know
test
the answer?
you.
But yeah, it's
You're
like
20 years too young to be testing me, boy.
Sorry, what?
You're 20 years
Oh.
too young to be testing me, boy.
Are you 40? Oh wait, shit. I didn't say that.
She doesn't care about your comment, she continues to smoke.
Actually, Alexander knows her age. Because if you remember, he was like, she's how old? No way. She looks as young as me. But yeah. He's
The
like,
milk.
yeah. Alexander points towards the... So there's probably bits of smoke coming out in here and there. It's like, yeah, seems like it's over.
For now.
Sad, really. What do you mean for now? Bolan's dead, isn't he?
The death of one person changes many things. You think there's not gonna be consequences? Nothing is truly ever over.
Butterfly effect.
He was dead a long time ago. I'll be surprised if anything comes of this.
That's not how his pupils gonna see it. I take it he's not gonna like the fact that you killed his master.
He wanted to die. It's that simple. He just wasn't allowed to.
We could have taken one of the recorders to, prove that he wanted to die, so it's not our fault.
She looks over to the burning mansion. A little late for that, I think.
True.
Well, I don't know. Did I know he was other people?
Well, from what you learned about the city, you know that it wasn't Bolan that programmed the machines and the laws. Somebody else did. That's all you
You
need.
know,
No.
it's just right inside the library. We could easily just go in the front hall and get it
Nope,
before the
too
fire
late.
from the thing.
Too late. Too late.
Alright then.
Why is it whenever we realize something that we can do, you just go too late?
Because you already burned the place. Too bad.
No, we burned the place from the upstairs and the parasite room, so in
Too
other words,
late.
it's closing in.
You
Move
can't
on.
just burn one part of the house, dummy!
The entire house is burning. Too late.
Fine.
Alright.
How much does it cost for you to kill someone?
That depends on the target. You wish to hire me?
Do you know these Thieves Guild?
Yes, I know them.
No.
How much for them?
All of them.
You're hilarious.
At least
if
the
you think
main-
I'm gonna give
main
you
guy.
that much money.
Oh god.
That is not worth what you can pay me.
Exactly.
Have you
We
got
have-
some dirt on them?
That is also something I'm not willing to share.
How come? We'll pay you.
If I make them my enemies, they will not rest until I'm dead.
Oh, there
So,
won't be any
if
of
I
them left
wish-
when
Why you
you're
sh-
done.
So if I wish to go against them, it has to be worth it, and you cannot make it worth my while.
I can
That's why
make
you
it
should-
worth your while. I can give you my word that they won't bother you.
She laughs. You're
You
funny.
can-
So, wait,
You
no.
can-
Alexander holds his hand up to the woman. It's like, if you would let me handle this. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but the ones just in that mining town are not the only ones. You cannot take out every single one. Just saying.
I laugh.
Well,
Why you
that's your
laughing?
word against mine.
Hey, I'm
You're
just
free to
gonna.
try. Why do you need her help if you're that confident? Go on.
I needed info.
I'll be sitting back here.
Okay.
I want
I
to
think you
stop.
should just, chill out. Your idol just died. He went bananas too, so you have to take that all in.
Oh my god. He
I
went
wonder
there.
how much.
Don't give me sass. I'm gonna give you sass back.
I am
Hey,
the sassiest of sass.
Nice.
Mm,
She seems a little like she seems to not enjoy this conversation at all. She seems to be getting kind of frustrated by it all. She just sighs kids
I-
these days.
I
She
I
just
want to.
drops out down from the wall.
I want to throw something in the air.
Do
you
what?
know who? No, I mean, I want to say something, but just for the hell of it.
Okay.
For the hell of it.
What about the Fateweaver?
The
You know
what
him?
now?
You know of him or what?
It's like. I guess not.
Do you know?
Anyway, Alexander's like looking a bit apologetic for everybody else, and he's like, "I hope we do meet again in less people paying you to kill me sort of deal."
You've got some nerve, you know that? She says that to you, Alexander.
Yeah. What'd I do?
How much would someone pay for to kill Alexander?
She ignores Samuel and continues when she says that to you, Alexander. Kids have nerve, men have style, gentlemen have class, and mercenaries have rules. You've got a lot of nerve. That's what she says to you. She's basically calling you a kid. And then she puts her cigar back in her mouth and walks off without saying any goodbyes or anything.
Oh, heck, am I a kid? Well, I am technically a kid, but
Say hi to Cancer for me.
Wow.
it's like Alexander's just like, you will crap my style so much. And with that, he starts heading back towards the mining town.
Okay then. You guys.
Yes, the rest of the party.